short for me. Now type in your name. Yo, one more thing. You looking for a 21-question game or more like a 7-question tournament game? Thanks. You're
30 seconds.
Your buzzer's the letter B as in Bert Bacharach.
20 seconds.
Ow, holy mackerel. Okay, listen up. Soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that? It's simple. Okay, have fun now.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, look at you playing Jack by yourself. Can I let you in on a little secret? You're gonna win. Now then, well, looks like it's just the two of us. Okay then, it's our party and no one else is invited. Category, please.
Oh, baby, you're the only one.
And this one is, does that come in puce? And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, you know how Kmart always has those blue light specials? Suppose Kmart's next blue light special is on blue light. If it's shelved according to the color spectrum, where will you find it? Next to the orange light? On the spectrum, blue comes right after green. And right before Jacqueline Smith. Okay, I need a... Open wide and get ready for hangovers. Now worse than ever. This one can net you $1,000. Okay, we've all had cottonmouth, right? The late night drinking, waking up the next morning with that pasty, dry mouth. Well, imagine this. After getting drunk one night, you wake up with a cottonmouth. What best describes the events of the night before? Cottonmouth is another name for the extremely deadly water moccasin. But hey, it's not the first time you got drunk and woke up with some snake in your bed, right? I need a category. And I believe this one's called, I Slammed This Ma'am Mostly Because She's Ham. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, now we all know that there's no other sports group with the integrity of the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, or GLOW. Suppose the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling inspire another group, the My Fair Ladies of Wrestling. Considering the history of My Fair Lady, what will you most likely see? Patty Lupone, suicide-diving Sarah Brightman, Sandy Duncan, torture-racking Liza Minnelli, Shirley Jones, clotheslining Mary Martin, or Audrey Hepburn pile-driving Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews played the lead in My Fair Lady on Broadway, then lost the movie role to Audrey Hepburn. Of course, Audrey Hepburn weighed about 12 pounds, so her pile drive would probably have the power of fruit falling out of a tree. All right. Say hello to Mary Mary Quite Contagious. Get it right, I'm handing over $2,000. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Suppose you lull your baby to sleep with a nursery rhyme called Typhoid Mary Had a Little Lamb. Considering how Typhoid Mary infected her victims, what will your baby dream about? Mary washing the lamb's fleecy coat, Mary nursing the lamb's wounds, Mary making tasty lamb chops, or Mary teaching the lamb the way home? Typhoid Mary was an Irish cook who spread the disease in New York City through the food she cooked. Which is pretty scary, because I have a Irish cook, and what was I saying? Category, please. Shake hands with. Stop playing and have sex. How does $2,000 sound?
She's pissed.
He's pissed.
We're pissed.
So pissed about a question.
We're pissed about.
Okay, this pissed about a question letter came from somebody who doesn't want us to use his real name. So let's just call him Edtay M.A., who really isn't pissed. So Edtay M.A. writes, I hate you. For your cleverness, of course. You guys really ought to put on a convention for the Jack fans. I bet you'd fill a Vegas hotel, and everyone would have sex. Signed, Edtay M.A. Hey, now there's an idea. Say everyone at a convention for You Don't Know Jack the Net Show got all naked together. Considering its average audience, what would be the ratio of men to women? 1 man to 2 women, 1.5 men to 1.5 women, 3 men to 2 women, or 25 men to 1 woman. That's wrong, but a really bad guess. Here's what you should have picked. According to market research we've done, it's about 60-40 in favor of men, so there'd be 3 men for every 2 women. But Edtay M.A., I don't really like to share. I could get us our own room, Edtay. Hey, is that why you won't give me your real name, Edtay? Okay, I need a... This category's known as Nave, you don't know a hogshead from a butt. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Okay, you're probably playing this game to pile up a buttload of cash, right? Well, we know that a buttload is a lot, but as a standard unit of measurement, how much is a butt? 6 feet, 16 ounces, 36 cubic centimeters, or 126 gallons. A butt, usually used as a measurement of wine casks, is 126 gallons. And if your butt holds 126 gallons, do you get, like, special chairs made for you? Okay, pick a category.
Oh my god, I died? I've died and gone to 7!
The category is Welcome to the Dream Dollhouse. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Let's rock. Why might you find Barbie's new friend, Share Smile Becky, picketing outside Barbie's dream house? Originally, it was Becky's dream house, the dream house kitchen is not kosher, Becky lives in a low-rent dream house, or Becky's wheelchair won't fit on the elevator. Let's take a look at the right answer. Although plans are to have more accessible dream houses in the future, the original dream house elevator was a bit of a problem. But I'm sure Becky's not too upset about it because she's a doll and she's not actually alive. Category, please. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for Flourish lesson.
Step right up to your gibberish category. Down with phlegm. I'm gonna open the value of this gibberish question at $5,000. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what it rhymes with. Snot, drips, drool, spit ban. And ignore all those commas. First clue, it's the nickname of a character. Rerun? It's the nickname of a character on MASH. This could be it. Type in your answer and hit return. You know, she got that nickname, don't you? She drinks a lot of really hot coffee. All right, hit me.
Aloha, question number 9.
Let's see what we got going. Working for the man. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. If the musician who penned Working Class Hero worked for the boss who answered to the chairman of the board, what would be the chain of command? Bowie, Springsteen, Jagger, McCartney, Jagger, Costello, Sinatra, Lennon, Sting, or Lennon, Springsteen, Sinatra? Lennon's the working class hero, Bruce is the boss, and Frank is the chairman of the board. But come on, these guys are musicians. They never busted their ass under a hot sun until their backs break and the blisters on their hands run with blood and pus. Kind of like a game show host. I need a category.
Semper Ubi sub Ubi.
X! Here we have, you just knew there would be strings attached. $2,000 for a correct answer. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Well, look at you with the psychic connection. Let's see if you can pick up some right answer vibes without the question in front of you. Liar. Liar! You knew that answer! You played this before! Oh, fine. Here's your freaking cash. As if it's real. That's it for round one. Let's go to round two. Now remember, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. Okay, I need a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
Coming at you, road rules and potty training. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Hey, you know that MTV show Road Rules where some crazy kids do zany extreme stuff? Let's say Road Rules brings the Winnebago to Beaver, Oklahoma. If they must win the annual championship held in Beaver in order to find their next clue, what might you see the cast doing? Building dams with beaver droppings, cooking over horse dung, tossing cow chips, or wrestling in pig manure? Beaver, Oklahoma is the cow chip throwing capital of the world. Man, would I handle cow manure for the outside shot of becoming an MTV VJ? Probably. Okay, pick a category. The category? Don't let her handle your weapon. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Okay, imagine you're dating a gold medalist in foil fencing. Considering where points are scored in foil fencing, where should you touch your date to score? On her face, on her torso, anywhere above her waist, or anywhere on her body? In foil fencing, a point is scored when the tip of the foil hits any point on the trunk of the body.
On guard.
Thrust.
Parry. Counter thrust.
Ooh, touche.
I need a category. Now serving. We don't like them nutcrackers here. Better wake up. There's $6,000 at stake. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Say that instead of pursuing a second career as a movie star, Mikhail Baryshnikov had become a Gandhi dancer. Which of the following might we? A Gandhi dancer walks along railroad tracks checking for damage to the rail. And Mikhail would have learned quickly not to wear tights on the job. All right, hit. This one likes to go by, I want my money, deadbeat. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Think fast. If someone gave you a C note, a sawbuck, and 2 bits, what would you be able to do? Drop $520. A C note is a $100 bill, a sawbuck is a $10 bill, and 2 bits is a quarter. Add it all up and you get $110.25. Now that I've explained it all to you, loan me a couple of bucks, would you? I kind of want to get something to eat. Okay. For your enjoyment, food courts and bodily fluid. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Let's see how you handle this one. If your body were a big strip mall, which store would have the most sweat glands for sale? Ear One, Hand and Foot Locker, Walden Butts, or Chest King? Your palms and soles have more sweat glands than any other part of your body. Yep, even more than Orifice Depot. Okay, pick a category. Hey, all right, guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is Battling Depression and Fire-Spitting Dogs from Hell. Okie doke. Okay, maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go in. Prozac, Rough, Zoloft, Ecstatic Up, Hexen, Effexor, Haxel. One more. That's all she wrote. Being a beauty, let's see your new score. Well, that does wonders for your total. Let's see what's coming up. Category, please. This little number's known as, I'm a woman now, Mrs. Garrett, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, all the girls on the Facts of Life were pretty virginal. Well, until that little Natalie episode. But tell me, which of the Facts of Life girls could best be described as viraginous? Joe, Natalie, Blair, or Tootie? Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. A viraginous woman tends to behave in a stereotypically masculine manner. And I'll tell you something, all the other girls were relieved when Joe stopped using the sink as a urinal. Okay, I need a... Okay, give it up for... Do you have the receipts for all this crap? And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If your true love really gave you all the presents cited in the song The 12 Days of Christmas, what would you receive on the 12th day? 10 birds, 12 monkeys, 34 people, 5 rings, 18 birds, 7 fish, 28 people, 5 rings, 23 birds, 50 people, 1 tree, 5 rings, or 42 birds, 16 people, 9 trees, 5 rings. In the 12 days of Christmas, your true love gives 79 gifts on the 12th day, if you count the partridge and the pear tree. So that's 12 days of Christmas, a total of 376 gifts, and one very unusual backyard sale this spring. I need a category. Well, looks like this category is cheap thrills. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Let's rock. Considering the street name for a package which contains $5 worth of drugs, what would be a fitting way to pay for it? 5 singles, 50 dimes, 100 nickels, or 500 pennies? For the curious, here's the right answer. $5 worth of street drugs, usually marijuana, is called a nickel bag, which is ironic because in those transactions they usually don't accept all your loose change. Okay, pick a category. The selection is Traveling Musicians Ride the Cotton Pony. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Okay, if you haven't experienced it yourself, maybe you've heard your sister complaining of the woes of ragtime. The cramps, the bloating, the irritability. If your brother starts complaining about ragtime, of what does he probably suffer? The term ragtime comes from ragged time, the irregular syncopated rhythm of ragtime music. Or else there's some wicked family secret about your brother that no one told you about. All right, hit me. Time for the attack. Ah, you think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. Call it a quest. Or Ms. Quest, if you're nasty. Alright then, here we go. couldn't have done a better job myself. But then, I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, Flair, and I don't say this to just everybody.
You don't know Jack!
Hey, what? Does filler music on TV confuse you? Don't you listen to words? Well, hurry right now.
Making the high scoreboard, that ought to give you a nice sense of accomplishment. Hey, if you still feel a little unfulfilled and want to keep battering away at these useless accolades, let me know and we'll set you up with another game.
Sounds of lyrical Gino Miller taking television's finest uninteresting filler music and inventing beautiful words. Nobody sings them like Gino. He can be tough like TV.
Here are policemen. They're in a car.
Spooky like TV.
Don't go in there, you'll die.
Informative like TV.
News.
And hundreds more things. They didn't have words, and now they have words, and they're better now with words. See? TV will never be the same again after you've heard Gino Miller sing the classic segues and filler music of television.
What's gonna happen next? TV.
Not available in any store. Just, don't even try.
Don't throw rocks.
Why?
What's wrong with you? Can't you listen, you little...
Brought to you by the Department of Unnecessarily Angry Paternalism.
Two women on the run from the law. One's a bitter waitress, the other an androgynous teenager. It's time to go on the road with Velma and Louise.
Look, a spot of blood on the car. I think it's a clue.
Velma, you just saw me shoot that guy. We're on the run, remember?
Screw that Fred guy. He always treated me like a second-class citizen. Whoa! Slow down, Louise. My glasses fell off. I can't see without my glasses. Where are my glasses?
Velma, you'd better change quick. The cops are gonna spot us from a mile away with your orange sweater.
But I can't see a thing without my glasses.
Yee-haw!
Velma and Louise, coming soon to a theater nowhere near you.
Hello, friends. This is Special Agent Stanley G. Mann of the Central Intelligence Agency. Most of the world knows by now that the recent nuclear tests in India and Pakistan really caught us with our pants down. Emerging third world countries developing the capability to detonate nuclear weapons is the kind of thing we normally like to know about. Heck, it's our job. But now there's a way for ordinary Americans like yourself to help us maintain up-to-the-minute intelligence on the nuclear balance of power worldwide. If you have information about the development of nuclear technology anywhere in the world, simply pick up the phone and call our Nuke Busters hotline. Dial 1-555-NUK-BUST. If your anonymous tip leads to the discovery of nuclear activity on the part of a hostile foreign power, you'll get a free Nuke Busters t-shirt as a token of our appreciation. So remember, call the Nuke Busters hotline at 1-555-NUK-BUST. Drop a dime before they drop the bomb.